So far we have used only the box primitive. Let's see the different types of primitives. We create a new object. And we are going to insert the different types of primitive. We start with the box, we name it. Primitive box and the dimensions. For example, 1 meter long, 1/2 meter wide and 20 centimeters high. We select the first type of wood. And this would be the first primitive. We move it so that it is not at the origin and does not overlap with the following elements. And let's insert the second one. The second one is a cylinder. We can change its upper radius and lower radius. Let's put a radius of 20 centimeters for the upper and 20 centimeters for the lower and leave it. "80 centimeters high, we put the second type of wood. And this would be the second primitive. We move it out of the origin. The third type of primitive is a sphere. In this case, it only has the radius parameter. We are going to make a sphere of 30 centimeters. We are going to raise this 30 centimeters so that it is on the surface. We put another type of wood on it, and we move it. These would be the 3 most used primitives. Let's look at other types of primitives. A triangle. Here we would have the size of the base. The height of this triangle, it's a 1/2 meter triangle, and the displacement, the distance from the vertex to the beginning of the base, is 10 centimeters. This would be the height. Let's make it also 80 centimeters. And here we have the primitive of the triangle. It's actually a prism with a triangular base. We put a material on it. The base we can make a little bit wider. And this would be the 4th type of primitive. We shift it. Another type of primitive is a prism with the shape we define. We make the editing area wider. Here we are going to give the x and y coordinates of the different points. This would be point 0, 0. This would be point 2 in x, 0 in y. And we arrive at 1.5x, 0.5y, and 0.5x, 0.5y. If we add new points, for example, we're going to add a point over here. X minus 0.5, y 0.25. We keep it. We put a material and we move it. We also have figures of revolution. This would be an initial figure in which what we define is the profile. From point 00, we advance to point 20. It would be this point here. We advance to 1.5, 0.5. And finally, at 0.5, 0.5. This point here we can add new points or remove them by deleting the coordinates we have. For example, if we want the last point to be closed, it will be that the x goes to 0. We add a material, and this would be the figure that we have created, in this case to make it a similar size. To the previous ones, we put a scale of 0.3. And we raise it 60 centimeters. We moved it, and we have created one piece of each of the primitive types that we have here. There would also be the GTLF element, in which what we do is we include a complete element that we have imported from another system. And we save the collection